Hello, good afternoon. My name is Neil Lennon. I'm the new coach of Rapid Bucuresti, which makes me very proud and very happy. Very excited about the new challenge that lies ahead of me, and I hope to bring success to the football club. Once I spoke to Victor and Mr. Suku and Daniel, we had numerous conversations about the future of the club and the direction that they wanted to take the club, and it was a very easy decision to make. So I'm very excited. I obviously have good experience in my career. This is a completely new challenge for me and one that I look forward to taking on head on. I'm looking forward to meeting the players, obviously building a team and trying my best to bring success to the football club.
Dacă aveți întrebări, vă rog.
For Mr. Lennon, did you talk with any Romanian friends before to come at Rapid?
No, I don't. I came across some Romanian footballers and managers, obviously, in my history. Dan Precescu. You know, I've coached in Romania against Cluj on a couple of occasions, but it was really speaking to these guys, really, you know, and Mr. Suku that, you know, persuaded me to want to come here. And so far I've had a look around the training ground, the stadium, obviously, and I'm so impressed. And I'm impressed with the principles that the club has and the ethics and the way that these guys want to take the club forward. It pleases me very much.
When was your first time when you heard about Rapid in your career?
I've heard about Rapid for a long time. You know, I grew up, I was born in the 70s, so I know of the great Romanian set. I remember Stoia, you know, winning the European Cup in 1986. And then you obviously had Rapid, Dinamo, you know, Cluj. I know of all the great players that played for the Romanian team, particularly in the 90s. Hagi, you know, Popescu, Petrescu, Montaigne. So I know that they were a fabulous team to watch, and they inspired a generation of footballers. This is what we want to do again. You know, it's great to see Romania in the Euros. That's a great start. And I want to bring, you know, success to this football club and put it back on the map.
Why did you choose not to train in the last period?
Pardon?
Why
Oh,
did
sorry.
you choose not to train in the last period?
I did have a number of offers from clubs that just for the time I wanted to take a break from coaching, but also they weren't suitable to my needs or my personal choices. And I want to compete, you know, I want to try and win silverware, you know, and I'm coaching Europe again because I've had some great experiences coaching in Europe. So this is what I want to bring here to the football club, domestically, and then going forward. But it's going to be difficult. There are a lot of good clubs, big clubs here, to challenge what we want to do. So we're a horse in the race. That's all I can say. But we want to bring as much success to the club as we possibly can.
Other than bringing the title at Rapid, what other objective do you have?
Well, you're getting ahead of yourself there, boss. We take it one step at a time. So, yeah, I mean, we want to challenge. I'm not saying we're going to win the trophy because that would be silly, but we're going to compete. We're going to challenge. We're going to be strong and have a good mentality and carry ourselves well on the pitch and carry ourselves well off the pitch as well.
Do you think your football philosophy as a coach matches Rapid one?
Well, we will see. I hope so. I have had a long career as a player and, you know, 14 years as a coach, which, you know, I have a lot of trophies, a lot of titles. And even in my last, you know, profession in Cyprus, we won a cup and competed in the Europa League. And that was a really good experience. I want to bring that here. It's not easy, it's hard work. You know, it's not like you can just flick a switch and everything happens. You have to earn it. And that's what the message will be to the players and the supporters. We have to make sacrifices. We have to be disciplined. we have to be 24/7 athletes. And even then, that might not be enough, but it's the right way to go about things.
Did you seen the Rapid's matches?
Yes.
So you know what you should expect from these players?
Yes, I've watched a lot of the games, before the split and after the split. So there's a lot of talent here, good talent. We have talked obviously with Daniel and some of my staff about how we want to take the team forward, how we can improve it, and how we can be more consistent in all the games, not just against the bigger clubs. We have to be consistent the whole way through the season, no matter who the opposition is.
From what you've seen so far, which footballer impressed you the most from Rapid?
Which footballer?
If you had to name one.
Petrila's caught my eye. Is it Petrila? Yes, he scored a lovely goal on. Well, I watched the game obviously on Monday, and we've obviously watched aspects of his game in previous matches as well. So he's a player that we very much like, and I really liked his goal against Stoya on Monday. It was a touch of class.
Speaking about strikers of Rapid, are you going to convince Rachmani of not leaving to Rangers?
I don't want him to leave anywhere. He is a top player, and goal scorers are a valuable commodity to the team. They're very important players, and he has had a fantastic season. So, again, it's a discussion that we hope will take place, but I cannot control that at the minute.
What is your first impression about the stadium, and what do you know about the atmosphere?
Well, I've watched the games, the atmosphere. The stadium is good. It's new, and what we want to do is make it a fortress. Do you understand what I mean? I want this to be a really difficult and intimidating place for opposition teams to come. And we can achieve that by putting in good performances for the supporters, and then they will come with us. I like the acoustics of the stadium. I like the logistics of the stadium. So it is excellent. I'm really impressed. And I've been impressed with the training facilities as well. So it's up to me now to impose what we want to do onto the players and for them to compete and make this place a difficult place to come.
You're trying Van Dijk. Are you trying to bring a new Van Dijk at Rapid?
They're very difficult to find, but there are players out there. It's not just Van Dijk. We had Frimpong, who's at Leverkusen now. We look to source players that maybe somebody has missed out on, and if we can bring them to Rapid, great. If we can develop them, fantastic. But some of these players only come once in a generation. But we had a lot of success at Celtic and at other clubs as well, and we want to bring that success in developing players, the young players even here at Rapid, into the first team, and because they get the club, they understand the club, they know what it means to be a Rapid player, so we want to encourage that as much as possible.
What impressed you the most about Van Dijk?
He had everything. He was big, quick, tactically brilliant, good in the air. And it doesn't surprise me the career that he has had. From day one, you could tell he was just going to be a world superstar.
Is this the best time for you to take revenge on Dan Petrescu and CFR Cluj, keeping in mind the...
No, I beat Dan here in the Europa, so I don't think about revenge. I just think about now my role at Rapid, whether it be Dan or Hadji or all the other great coaches here in Romania. I want to challenge myself against them, and I want to be successful. I want to compete. There's nothing personal. I have huge respect for all the coaches because I know how difficult the job is.
Are you satisfied with this squad, or do you need more players, more quality players?
Well, that's something we will discuss. We have our ideas, and we have some targets and options in mind. So we will work on that over the next few weeks.
How many players do you want? Do you need?
That's a difficult question. you know, as a coach, you always want as many as you can get. So,
You have a list.
of course, we have a list, we have options in many positions, and that is the norm for any head coach at a big club. And not just a big club like Rapid, just at any club. So yes, we have 2 or 3 options for many positions.
Did you spoke or you will speak with Sapunaru, the captain? He's 40 years old.
Yes, I will speak to all of the players. You know, he is a great leader. He's had a fantastic career, you know, but I will speak to all of the players, you know, Jakob, Keich, you know, Braun. We will talk when I get introduced to them all. So it's not just about Sapunaru, it's about the whole squad.
You talked about the principles that Rapid has. What are your principles, and what should players expect from you?
A winning mentality, motivation. I want them to train like they play. So I want to bring intensity to the club, standards, professionalism, maybe a different mentality from a different culture of football. And that takes time to implement it. The players will enjoy the trainings, but we want them fitter and stronger. They have to be more robust for the challenges that lie ahead. It's not just for, you know, half a season, it's for a whole season. If you want to be a champion, you have to go the distance. So we will have a strong pre-season. And I want the players to buy into it. I want them to, if they want to be a champion, then they have to make the correct decisions on and off the field, and, you know, discipline and make the sacrifices, because it's not easy winning football games. It's not easy winning championships. What you see when you see the big teams like Man City, Real Madrid on TV, you see the end product. What you don't see is the hard work and what it takes to get to that level. And that's what we want to bring to Rapid and the players. It is hard, but it is rewarding, very rewarding.
How much time do you think you need to implement your ideas, your mentality, your philosophy?
It takes time. You know, I don't know. I don't have a silver ball. You know, in Cyprus, it didn't take long. At Celtic, I already knew the environment as a player, so that didn't take long. At my other clubs, it doesn't take long for the players to understand what we want and how we go about it.
Do you think you have that time you need?
Of course. You know, the players have to work with me and I will work with them.
Have you decided your staff? You are going to keep some people from the actual staff?
Yes.
Can you name us? Can you name us?
Well, Bogdan will be here. Bogdan, yes. And I have brought, you know, my assistant manager, my assistant coach, fitness coach, and hopefully one more analyst as well. But we would like to keep Bogdan here. I think he would be important for me and my staff to integrate with the culture and obviously the players. And obviously Bogdan has had a long, successful career playing in Italy and Holland, and obviously for the national team as well. I think he would be very important to me to understand the culture and the mentality of the players as well.
How do you think you're going to cope with the Eastern European mentality and the pressure? There's not enough patience around or in Romania.
Try living in Glasgow. Listen, pressure is a privilege, so I understand that in the modern game, everybody wants results now. And sometimes it takes a bit of patience to get where you want to get to. But I understand that one day you're the king and the next day you're the villain. So I have to be level and just wait and be patient to see the results and the rewards coming there. But it's okay. Fans are passionate. They want the best for the club. I totally understand that. I have had 14 years of that. It's no problem.
The difference is that here, in the past, they changed the coaches very, very quick, and there's no patience in that in that way?
But that's
If
down
there
to
are no
me.
results?
It's time to me to get results. You know, and it's the same everywhere. You know, more and more, you know, it's a results-driven business even more than ever, and you're analysed, and you have social media, and you're scrutinised with whether it be your tactics or your personal life or your social life. You're under the microscope, so we have to act professionally and do what we can, but don't get too high when we win, don't get too low when we lose, but we also have to act with humility when things are going well. We have to be grounded and appreciate what we have.
Talking about the list of transfers, Luis Montano is on the list. Do you know?
Pardon? Look, I'm not going to talk about individual players. It's way, way too early for that. So we have, like I said, we have a list, a number of players that we, you know, like. So we're hoping to bring, you know, already we have a good squad, a good nucleus of players. We want to bring, if we can, quality players to add to what we have already. But I'm not going to talk about individual players, sorry.
At least the positions?
Pardon?
If you don't want to...
Oh, you know,
names,
but then you're going to guess.
Yeah.
All the positions.
All.
We're always looking to better, you know, our competition for places, which is also healthy and important.
Mr. Lennon, you know Yanis Hagi. He played in this season at Alaves. Do you think it will be good for him to come back at Rangers or to go to another championship?
I don't know what condition Yanis is in. You know, he had a good season, one good season, then he got a very bad injury. He's a very talented player. You know, it may be down to what Yanis wants to do himself, you know, because he's got the Euros as well, which may open up a lot of opportunities for him. So I wish him well. I will be following Romania now very closely at the Euros.
Why do you think that he did not adapt it at Rangers?
It's a very physical, fast game. It's different. I thought he did okay at Rangers. I didn't think... I thought he was playing quite well, and then he got a very bad injury. And at Rangers and Celtic, you know, it's very competitive. You know, you have to play well every week. You know, you have to be on it every week. There's so much, again, pressure to get results. A draw is like a defeat. So for a young man to come from a different culture and play, you know, at that level, I thought he did very well.
You said that you enjoy the atmosphere in the stands that Rapid has. Did you learn the anthem, or it's too early?
It's too early. My Romanian isn't so good just yet, but I will learn it.